Welcome into the reKAP, my YouTube channel. I'm David Kaplan. Please click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate you following along on our channel. I recap after every Cubs, White Sox, Bears, and Bulls game and anything of note in the breaking news world in sports. All right, let's get right into this. I also have a special guest handicapper on today's report. He's given me his top 2 picks for the weekend in college football, so I will give those to you as well from the great Philly Godfather. You can get all his content at thepphillygodfather.com. All right, here we go. A lot of research, a lot of reading as we get one more weekend up here at the lake before we crank it up for the Bears and the Niners next weekend. Top plays, BYU at South Florida. Look, this South Florida team has a quarterback who has already beaten BYU. That's correct. Jerry Bohannon beat BYU a year ago, except he was then the quarterback at Baylor. Lost his job and transferred. He led Baylor to the win at BYU last year. He wasn't great in the game, but he obviously did enough for them to win. But he doesn't have Baylor's talent around him this year. And you do not see a guy roll into another program when he wasn't the star where he was and take lesser talent and elevate them over a team that's really good in the trenches. BYU has 2 preseason All-Americans on their offensive line. Their offensive line is big, talented, mean, nasty, veteran. And that's why I think they're going to win the football game. BYU is laying 11 to 11.5. I got it at 11. I recommend you play this game. I like BYU to cover at South Florida. South Florida has 15 transfers. It's going to take time to assimilate them into what they're doing. A seasonal play for you. Get this in today. It'll be gone. Kansas and Lance Leipold, their second-year coach. He was 109-6 at Wisconsin Whitewater. 109-6 with 6 national titles. Then he went to Buffalo in the Division I ranks and rebuilt the Buffalo Bulls. And then last year, 2 wins at Kansas. Awful program. He's building it. He's got 7 defensive starters returning, and I think they go over the 2.5 wins. My guy, the Philly Godfather, and then I'll get back to some of my picks. His top 2 plays. He likes Arkansas -6. Arkansas is laying 6. It may go up to 6.5 by the half point. Get it at 6. That's where I did. They return a ton of experience. Second-year coach Sam Pittman is an offensive line wizard, and Cincinnati rolls in, getting the 6, but they lost a ton. Desmond Ridder and Alec Pierce and all those really good players that had that amazing season last year. Luke Fickell, excellent head coach for Cincinnati, but you don't see the jockey carry the horse across the finish line. I just don't think they have enough to roll in and knock off Pig Suey, and I think Arkansas covers the 6 in their first game of the season. Also, he likes Troy getting 21.5 at Ole Miss. Ole Miss lost a lot, including their great quarterback, Matt Corral, from a 10-3 team. Yes, they have talent. They went into the portal. They've got a number of good players, recruits that are now getting their opportunities. Troy actually has more experience on their roster than Arkansas does on theirs. Ole Miss does on theirs. So I'm going to take the 21.5 with Troy. So those are from the Philly Godfather. Again, go to thepphillygodfather.com. Get all of his amazing content. Also on Ohio State, they have the likely number 1 overall pick in C.J. Stroud. This dude went in and bought $500 gift cards for every member of the roster. Scholarship, walk-on, whatever, so that they could all buy a brand new suit. He said, when we go to work, it's a business trip. They're going to walk into the Horseshoe in Columbus, and I think they're going to put it on Notre Dame. They're laying 16.5. I got it at 16. I bought a half point. That's where I recommend you play it as well. Finally, Florida Atlantic is laying 4.5 at Ohio U. Ohio's 1-5 their last 6 at home, 1-4 their last 5 season openers. Florida Atlantic has 4 of their 5 starters back on their offensive line. That's where I think they win the game. I would also play them on the money line. They're -200, but if you're going to play any parlays, sprinkle them in on the money line. Also, Dylan Cease over 6.5 strikeouts over the Twins tonight, and I like Seattle to beat the Guardians. If all this goes to plan, White Sox win tonight behind Cease. Guardians lose at Seattle to Robbie Ray. Sox will wake up on Sunday morning 2 games out of first place. So again, real quick, BYU laying the points over South Florida. Florida Atlantic is laying 4.5 at Ohio U. Ohio State is minus 16 right now on PointsBet. You could check it right there. And White Sox, Dylan Cease, over 6.5 Ks. The Seattle Mariners on the money line to beat the Guardians. Philly Godfathers giving out Arkansas and Troy. There's your plays. That's the recap. Crack that subscribe button and send your emails to reKAP, REKAP, at thekapman.com. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, and we're closing in on 8,000 now, we'll give away another 70-inch TV. Jody Lohmeyer, one of our subscribers, won it when we hit 5,000. Now we're closing in on 10,000. You want in, just email reKAP at thekapman.com, REKAP. Please enter me in the contest. That's it. And we'll pull one random, see if you can win that or one of two $100 gift cards to Lou Malnati's. Have a great rest of your weekend. Football's back, baby. Take that.